You told me a long time ago, you don't care how people treat you because it's normally going to be good because they want a good photo. They know you, you're a namesake, but it's how they treat.
Absolutely.
It's how that person that's the subject is treating your light guy or your
Yeah,
drip dude, right?
1,000%. And, you know, Donald Trump was one of the best at that. You know, even the first time I shot him in 2007, my nephew came up because he spent a few weeks with me. He was like 14, 13 at the time. So I would bring him on shoots and assists. And, you know, he had long hair, my assistant, you know, down to his shoulders. He was a skateboarder. And he actually commented, he said to him, "What's your name?" And he said, "Justin Welch, sir." He goes, "You know what? You got really nice hair." He said that to my nephew, which I thought was funny. So anyway, I shot him in 2005, right? And then I shot him, or 2007. Then I shot him like in 2010 for Wall Street Journal, where I did a round of golf with him at Trump National in New Jersey. And so that's me hanging out in the golf course with him. You know, that's his place for sure. So we did a round of golf. I was just tailing along in my own golf cart with my assistant. And after the round, you know, he's made sure that, you know, we came and had lunch with him, myself and the writer and my assistant. He never left anybody out. But the last time I shot him for Golf Digest was only about 4 years ago or 5 years ago, and that was at Mar-a-Lago. I flew down to Florida to do it, and we set up a big studio in the ballroom of Mar-a-Lago, and I had everything there. And he showed up, and he remembered me. First of all, he remembered me from the shoot that I did with him in New Jersey at his golf course. So again, it was a great, great shoot, and I had 2 assistants. I had a hair and makeup person there. And this was around Christmas time, you know, this was like a week before Christmas, that's when Mar-a-Lago is like at its height.
Well, because he had a bunch of meetings or something going on when you were there for that, right? Or am I wrong?
Well, he always does, you know, but no, this is before he was running for president. This was just him being the host of Mar-a-Lago. Like, we saw Billy Crystal having lunch there while we were getting ready to set up. It was that kind of thing, that kind of vibe. But at the end of the shoot, he said, "You guys should stay for dinner." And he said, "Can you guys stay for dinner?" And we said, "Absolutely." Yeah, also, you call him Mr. Trump. You learn that right away. You never call him Donald. Everybody called him Mr. Trump that was around him. But I said, "Yeah, absolutely, Mr. Trump. We'll stay for dinner." He said, you guys too. Your assistants, I want everybody to stay. Hair and makeup. He said, "You got to stay." He said, "We only do this once a year, like the 2 weeks before Christmas. Like, it's the best buffet: lobster, shrimp, crab legs, you name it, steak." So, like, he wanted us to stay, which was crazy. He could have just sent us on our way. But the real crazy part was, he came back like 15 minutes later. He said, "Do you guys have like coats and ties?" And we said, "Of course not. You know, I'm a photographer. I mean, I had on, you know, jeans and a nice button-down shirt." But he said, "Oh, you guys don't have coats and ties. There's a dress code in the dining room." So right there, he was good. Like, he could have said, you know, "I tried, whatever." Still love the guy. He said, let me try something. So he got a phone. There was a house phone there in the ballroom, and he got on the phone with I guess the maitre d' of the restaurant. And he said he was looking for a private room. He was saying, "Are any of the private dining rooms open tonight?" And they had one. So then Trump he got off the phone. He said, "Hey, I found you guys a private dining room, so you don't have to go by the dress code. I can just put you guys in this dining room. You can still have a great meal." And that was awesome, you know. Like, he made an effort, and then all through the dinner, he kept coming in and, you know, filling our glasses with wine and all that kind of thing. It was pretty cool.